Welcome to the Savage Productions YouTube channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Savage Productions YouTube channel. So I actually came over here tonight for the first time in a while. I've actually kind of been away due to an injury. I had a skiing accident, and about 3 weeks after my accident I had to have surgery, and it's been about 2 weeks since my surgery. But everything's going okay. I had an AC shoulder or AC joint on my shoulder that got separated, and actually I should really be wearing my sling right now. But yeah, had a good old sling here that had to be wearing around. But I mean, as you could tell, you know, arm's doing pretty okay. Still gonna be able to do some stick shift racing here whenever I get my arm healed fully. They said it would be about 4 to 6 months after the surgery until, you know, I'm all 100% released and back to normal. I can go work out again, all that stuff. But in the meantime, I went ahead and came over here because I saw that Dad had one of our buddies' Crown Vics in the shop. And this Crown Vic is a car that we actually worked on before. It's a 2010 Crown Vic, has what, like 60,000 miles, he said? Well, I think he said 60,000, but you know, don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's actually a full police Interceptor. And this is a car that was actually used in service. I don't know if it had the cage in it in the back to keep the offenders in the back, but it definitely had at least a dog in it at some time, because I'll show you here in a bit. The seats are actually kind of chewed up a little bit on the back, but it's pretty cool. It's really authentic. You know, it's nothing like Neighbor is right now, but it's all completely stock pretty much. He has a little K&N air filter on it, and we put a gear in it, and it was a 373.
Yeah,
we put a
327 in it.
Yeah, it had a 327. So he brought it in yesterday to get a Stainless Works catback system installed on it. And after looking at it, that was a really nice kit. So I'll show you videos here in a little bit. I actually didn't get time to really record this intro before he left, but I got the videos for you, and I'll go ahead and play that right now. Excuse me, officer. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
All right, my car does usually.
Sounds mean.
Yeah, I like the sound.
Ballistic panel.
Yeah, I was so scared that it would be sounding too loud. No, this sounds perfect. Just perfect.
Hey, I got my light on. It's all right. There we go.
Got that big light in there, man. That thing. It's got a nice tone to it.
That's because it was like a canine unit or something, right?
I have a shotgun in the middle of those 2 seats. You know that?
Oh, yeah? Oh, look at that. Authentic. Yeah, there must have been a canine unit back here biting on the seats and stuff. It's all business.
It's not mobile.
Yeah.
I've got some rubber bullets, you know,
All right.
for it.
So as you can tell, it's a really nice looking kit. The thing sounds pretty good. I mean, for being just a little stock car with a little exhaust, and that, you know, the owner said he's super excited with the way that it looks, or the way that it sounds and the way that it looks because of those tailpipes. He wanted them to kind of stick out a little bit further, so that's how we did it. But I think, you know, he'll probably be back. He seems pretty convinced about the supercharger kit that you've been talking about.
Yeah, he's wanting to go fast.
Was that a Paxton or a Vortec kit?
No, thinking about buying the Pro Charger from,
Oh, a Pro Charger.
from Justin's car.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's a good segue. So if you watched my last update video, which I put out before I got hurt, and I was trying to update you all on where I've been and all that stuff, saying that a bunch of videos are going to be coming out and all that. Then you would have seen that we were talking about our neighbor Justin, who actually works right on the other side of this wall here. He has a 2007, 2010 Mustang, something like that. No, it's not 2010. I think it's 2007. But it has a Pro Charger on it, and it's the same 4.6 liter engine that is in this Crown Vic. So it's a P1 SC Pro Charger on a 4.6 liter Mustang. Thing runs pretty good, but the owner, he said, you know, it's about time to get serious, and he wants to really build this thing up. So that leads us into what I'm going to show you here in just a bit. What we got here
Is from Ford Performance.
and does that say Boss on it?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Part number.
Okay.
And these are now out of stock.
Oh.
This was the last one. They are on back order.
Okay.
They have gotten really popular.
Okay.
This is a 5. They call it a 5.0 modular Boss block for the 4.6 motors.
Okay.
It's a big bore block. It will fit a 4-valve, not a Coyote now, not a Coyote. It'll fit a 4-valve, 2-valve, or 3-valve head, which is kind of cool. And these things handle a lot of power. I mean, it's a big bore, so it comes roughed in at 3.70.
Jeez.
It's a 5.85 rod length, 3.75 inch stroke. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
I may be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. I know the rod length's right. Anyway, with a 3.701, we have to go over, 10 thousandths because it's roughed in at 7.0.
Right.
It's going to make a 327 cubic inch. So
Like
that's
5.3.
Yeah.
About.
Something like that. It's an iron block. It's got 4-bolt mains and the whole deal. I mean, it's got a good oiling system. It's basically just like the Boss block. It's built kind of like the Boss block on the 302 or the 351 deal. So we were going to go with a Romeo block because you can get the Romeo block is an iron block that comes in the trucks or the vans, and they hold a lot of horsepower. You just got to build the internals. I mean, what's that? The one guy, Minion.
Yeah, the Minion, which is
runs. He runs a 4.6 block out of a truck or a van.
It's a van, yeah, out of a van.
And
Yep.
you put good internals in it, you stud it, and look what kind of power he's pushing.
Yeah.
So,
If you don't know, the Minion is, I think, like a 96 model year Mustang,
Yeah.
and currently holds the record for the fastest stick shift forward, I believe.
Yeah.
Rear-wheel drive H-pattern stick shift forward.
Yeah.
Thing's a bad unit. It sounds awesome too.
Yeah.
Freaking high RPM.
Yeah, it's
twin turbo.
Yeah,
It's a unit. So this bottom end is going in Justin's car, and what's going to be the power outer of choice?
it's going to be twin turbo.
Twin turbo.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to do a twin or a single. Might do a single. Just depends. The internals are going to be able to handle about 1,500 horsepower. Reliably.
Yeah.
And this block, can handle about that.
It looks like it. It looks like 1,500 horsepower just sitting there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, man. So it's the oiling system is good. I mean, everything about the block is just made for performance. So
Yeah. Man, no lifters in here.
yeah, it's all
What's
overhead.
What's wrong with
So
that?
what we're going to go with, since he drives the car on the street a lot, we're going to end up going with the stage 2 blower cams, comp cams, blower cams. The stage 3s are just a little bit, too much for street driving. We're going to have to get a set of heads. We've got to buy a used set of heads, and then we're sending them off, and they're going to do a stage 2 port, CNC port work.
I was gonna say, because you could
It's
do non-CNC port work on them.
Yeah, but what they do for the price is they do all the CNC, they bowl blend it, they put 1 millimeter oversized valves, they do valve springs, retainers, locks, the whole deal for the stage 2 cams. Yeah, so it's gonna make some power. Talking to some guys, they said that probably going to be somewhere around, depends on the turbos we go with, and he's gonna have an adjuster, you know, a boost deal, so he can adjust the boost up and down. But because he's gonna drive on the street, he's probably only gonna be running around on, you know, 8-10 pounds of boost, but
Yeah.
he'll be able to throw 25-30 pounds to it. So
Right. Well,
it's gonna have the 85 fuel system, the whole deal. So
that sounds pretty good. Looking forward to it. When do you think we're going to start that? Probably after red car here.
Actually, we're going to be dropping this block off here probably within a week.
Oh,
to
yeah?
the machine shop.
Who's gonna do it? D&D.
D&D's gonna do it. I've already talked to them.
Cool. Yep.
They're
They
good.
hook us up pretty well.
Yeah. So I'm waiting on the crank and the rods to come in and the pistons, and then once I get that stuff, I want to basically take them, the block and all to them, because they're gonna finish hone it, and yeah, they're gonna balance everything. It's gonna be all internal balanced.
Are they gonna assemble the bottom end?
No, I want to do the assembling unless I get too busy and I can't. Because he gave me a price on assembling.
Yeah.
You know, because he gave me a price on doing. It's going to be a full race prep. But if I get real busy, then they're going to assemble it.
Okay.
But if I got time, I'm going to assemble it.
Right.
He's going to do, as far as the cams, we're going to do billet guides, you know, chain guides and everything on it.
Cool.
Because when you really turn the boost up,
You get some chain slap.
they flex.
Yeah.
And you gotta do the billet stuff. So yeah, he's ready to make 1,000 horsepower. He's all excited.
Heck yeah.
He's excited, boy.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get back to this in a bit here. We'll have some updates coming for you. Yeah, we'll get it all covered up. So be looking for updates on this thing here in a bit. We're gonna have some videos coming out on it because it's gonna be a pretty good build. And as far as my car goes, we plan on getting back to it pretty much after we finish this red car. Customer priority first, because he's wanting this thing by spring, and I'm actually really not going to even be healed enough to drive this thing and really shift it like a true stick shift racer should be able to. So won't be able to do that for maybe a good couple months or something like that, so really no rush on this car. I definitely want to get the engine back in there and get it running, because it sickens me not to be able to do that. But it'll happen. We'll get there. I know a lot of y'all are anxious. You've been watching the build progress since the beginning, since episode 1. So I appreciate y'all sticking around. This is my top priority personally, but as far as business goes, and my main mechanic guy right here, he's got to take care of customers first. So I'm sure some of y'all understand that. I'm sure some of y'all are kind of bummed, but this will be coming back pretty soon. So that's going to do it for a 4.6 liter update video day here at the shop.
Boss, 4.6.
Yeah, didn't really mean for it to turn into a 4.6 liter update day.
4.6.
But, you know, Crown Vic and Mustang both had the 4.6. So, but yeah, that's going to be it. Definitely going to have some videos coming out here soon. Dad has actually been busy on a 302 build that he's doing, which is going to be, what, a 304 now? 306?
Yeah, it's 20 over.
20 over.
He was able to go 20 over instead of 30.
Okay. So he's going to have a build on that. He's actually been recording a little bit, and just going to be his progress. You know, probably not a whole lot of talking or anything with his face behind the camera, but you know, we'll see. I haven't seen any of the footage yet, and you know, it's gonna be just as surprising to me as it is to you guys. So that'll be coming here in a little bit. He's going to be finishing that up. How soon do you think he'll be done with that? Because that's getting what, our trick flow. The top end kit that doesn't have the intake,
it's
the 11R top end kit.
Yeah, 11R top end kit.
170.
170 cc.
Yeah, so it's basically the same heads that I had on my 331 setup, but it's the 170 cc's instead of the 190s. Yeah, that'll be coming soon. We've also been working on this truck. Yeah, see, I have my sling on now, being a good boy. But we've been working on this truck. Just a bunch of stuff that needed to be done on it. But I think it's pretty okay, pretty sweet. I mean, it's that, like, you know, ugly two-tone brown color, but it's a classic. I think that something like this would be real nice as a sleeper with a freaking Hellcat swap or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just, we'll keep that little Ram badge on it, or the Ram whatever hood ornament on it. It's been so long since I've seen one, I forgot what they're called. But I was gonna do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back in a little bit. Pray for my arm. he'll be getting better. You know, I've been doing all right. A couple of weeks there. It's kind of saddened by the whole issue. My number one concern was like, oh my God, am I ever going to be able to shift my car again? You can ask anybody, you know, they were all like, man, you should just put an automatic in it now. Especially Ben and Dad, they were both saying like, man, just put an automatic in it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait to see how this thing heals. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch y'all in another video.